Hey, what is up, guys? It's Cam Bam here. Today we're going to be doing another reaction video. This one's going to be about NF's producer and how he made the song Hope. We're also going to be reacting to another one along with that, which is how he made the song The Search, which The Search is actually my favorite song from NF overall. So I'm really excited to react to these today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. And without further ado, let's get into the reaction. All right, let's get started.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Tommy Prophet. I'm going to show you how I made Hope by NF. This is obviously a massive song, so I'm going to divide it between Act 1, 2, and 3. So we'll start with Act 1. So initially, the song started with just the short staccato piano chords, but there was a lot of space, even though he was singing between them, and so we decided to add the pulsing piano note that added some movement and tension. So anyone who's ever listened to any NF song ever knows that it needs to progress and grow and build and layer.
And that's what I really like about NF is that his songs like start out real quiet, most of them, but then they go on to like just going completely off and just blowing your mind away. I just love how he makes his songs. And his producer is amazing at producing his beats. It's just his producer and him are a perfect duo. It's kind of like in my other reaction with Juice WRLD and Nick Mira. They are perfect together. This is just a perfect duo right here. I've really never heard much about NF's producer, but just watching this already provides me with the information that he's very talented. So
the next section, we added these short staccato and Colenio string hits on the half notes just to keep the song driving and building. There's also sort of a theme of like horror string transitions that we use throughout the song, using various libraries like 8Dio case strings and Audio Imperia Constrictor.
That's what I like about the song. It's kind of like brings a little horror, like he was talking about. Like it kind of like has that cinematic sound to it, and like in horror movies. And I don't know why, but that makes the song like a lot better to me. Yeah, I completely see his horror kind of like what he's talking about with horror and the cinematic. A lot of NF songs are cinematic, but this one brings like horror kind of to it. I don't know. It just has that cinematic horror vibe with that instrument. I could see that. I always knew that it had a little horror to it.
Then at about the 1 minute 29 mark, the song really begins to pick up and enters Act 2. So the patch that started it all was this thing I found in 8Dio Studio Series Deep Solo Cello. And it was called Volante. Not sure how you say that. But it's basically this super short spiccato cello that I've never even heard before. It's so short, it almost sounds like it's ticking.
It kind of does.
And it sounded super cool, so we
that does.
So then we added like 6 or 7 more libraries, all playing that same arpeggiation. And some were ensemble cellos, some were solo cellos, some we put distortion on, and it just made it sound like this massive, wide sound of all these cellos all playing the same part. And then once we had that going, in order to grow, I added a harmony part. And then I brought back those same spiccato and Colenio patches from Act 1, and I played this different offbeat rhythm, so it gave it like a syncopated feel.
Sounds sick.
And then, to build the momentum and energy even more, I played this super fast rhythm on top, and it gave it almost like a frantic feeling. While all of this is happening, maybe most interestingly of all, we found this vocal sample that we pitched and created a counter.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then, of course, during all of this, there's big downbeat hits with low strings and brass and orchestra patches, and the piano's hitting hard. Act 2 is actually much bigger than I thought. So
yeah, that's when the song progresses completely. Yeah, I just love the act part of how he sets up these songs. It's really cool. And NF really did a very good job picking out his producer. This producer like fits his style. Like I said, they're a perfect duo. They fit each other's style so much. Yeah, I just love how NF's instrumentals are not like just the basic beats as well. I like how it's like orchestra and just actual instruments. It gives you a good breath of fresh air from all the other rap stuff that's coming out in mainstream right now. To me, at least, I really do enjoy his instrumentals. His instrumentals go off most of the time a lot.
Act 3 starts with the soft piano when Nate starts talking about his son.
Yeah, that part's beautiful.
I started playing the same melody that I was playing with the Volante cello, but I was playing it soft and emotional on the piano, and it created this starting point for us to build this big, massive cinematic ending. So you obviously can't jump from soft piano to super epic in 1 second. So we introduced these really creepy string beds that we found. That's really where the full orchestra comes in for the first time. And so I added 2 long string patches, Spitfire LCO Vivid Longs and some Phobia long string.
This is crazy how they're able to do this.
Those 2 together just instantly sound huge and give it a
geniuses in music
instantly. You have to view it like a ladder, right? And so every section builds 1 step higher, adding higher and higher notes and adding an octave to the string part. So
this
then when
is
you
so
get to
cool.
the top, it's this super massive, epic, cinematic, Marvel sounding movie score. So one of the biggest ways to get that big, epic cinematic sound is by adding brass. I usually add 2 patches from Cinebrass Pro, the Monster Low Brass and the 12 Horns Ensemble. And that's literally all you need. And then I enforce the melody by layering 11 different string staccato libraries. And so when I played the piano, it triggered all 11 of them and it sounded massive. And this whole time, the piano continues to build underneath all of this. There's no drums in this part of the song. So
that's crazy. I never even thought about that. There's like no drums. It's just piano and these like strings and trumpets. It's just nothing but the beautiful orchestra instruments. It's so cool. How do they? I never even thought there was no drums in that part. Wow. The fact that it goes off as hard as it does is crazy without drums.
Powerful musically. And then you add all of the big orchestral downbeats.
Beautiful.
And the low string hits and the brass hits and the big trailer effects, the hits and the impacts and the whooshes and the swells and the risers and the swipes. And then you're left with one final piece, which is my absolute favorite of them all.
Such a nice video. That was well done. I like how he ended it like that. That's sick. Yeah, that instrumental just is complete talent. Like it's so unique and amazing. It's just a beautiful instrumental, very well crafted. And like I said many times in this video, that the instrumentals, the producer and NF go together like peanut butter and jelly. Like they are so good together. Yeah, they just are. NF does his part. Producer does his part, and it makes a banger song almost every time. So yeah, that was a really cool video. I really did enjoy that. Let's go on to the search now. Let's see what this one's all about. This one is, oh no, we're on this. Overall, the search is my favorite NF song, so I'm excited to see this one.
I'm going to show you how I made the search by NF. I started with a simple cello spiccato. Then I layered that with some high, super compressed
that part's so cool.
pizzicatos. And then to make it grow, I added cello ensemble spiccatos as well as some low bass strings.
Best instrumental NF has ever seen, or any instrumental he's ever had produced for him. That one is it.
And a vocal sample, along with some weird bendy horror strings for tension. Once you get to the chorus, add a bunch of drums. And find the biggest tubular bell you can find. Then, so it feels even bigger, I accented the melody with some high strings. Then
I will say, the beat drop when he's like, oh, where'd the beat go? And then that beat drops like that. That is the highlight of the song. That part gives me goosebumps no matter how many times I listen to it. That song, or that part in the song is just so cool. I love the way he just like it goes silent and then just goes bam, hits you with that beat. It's just sick. I love this song so much.
Strange violin trill sound that I used to accent the melody as well, so it cut through and felt super energetic.
This is so sick looking at the like breakdown of this. This is cool.
So it felt like it was progressing. Don't be gentle with your whooshes and your impacts. These are full-on movie trailer sound effects. Most hip-hop impacts sound like this. We're looking for something more like this.
That's what I'm talking about. These like most hip-hop rap sounds or songs and beats are not as good as this right now. Like they're just not. They're just basic. I have no idea why people hate on NF and his songs overall, because this is pure music to me. This is like actual instruments and NF's actual voice, no auto-tune hardly. I don't think there's any auto-tune in NF songs at all anymore, except for maybe his early songs possibly, but he's a pure talented artist and people don't get that. I don't know why people hate on the talented artist and then provide clout for the like Lil Pump and crappy artists like that. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, I'm not going off of that rant.
Brass for that big orchestral effect. A choir to make it
so
feel
cool.
epic. And then you have it.
Genius. The fact that he's able to come up with that.
Just don't forget the key ingredient. You need an NF.
Definitely. You can't go back. You can't go without the NF for a beat like that. That's crazy. These instrumentals are just so cool. So cool. That producer, I've never really thought about the producer himself, but he is extremely talented, just as talented as NF is. Both of them, like I've said, I'm going to say it again. They are together. They are a perfect duo. Perfect duo. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did enjoy looking at all the breakdowns of NF's instrumentals. This was a really, really cool reaction for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.